Hey guys, thanks for joining me again today. My name is Kaylee and thank you for checking out my channel called Kaylee's Corner. I'm so glad that you're here. I am just a small town girl who loves Jesus and loves horses. They are my life. So I just come here to share encouraging words or just things that God is working through my life with, and just kind of sharing my life with you guys. So anyways, kind of where God's been working with me lately is my dreams, and I have another interesting, I guess, dream that I feel like he has been encouraging me to share, so I wanted to go ahead and share that with you. I did just want to put out this disclaimer: not every word is for every person. We are all in different seasons and we are all different people, and God is really leading us all in and on our own path. So I just pray that you would take this back to God and that he would show you and give you personal revelation if this word is for you, if this is the season that you are in, and really just above all else that it would bring you closer to him. So yeah, in this dream that I had, I guess without the details, you probably don't even need all the details. The gist of it is in the dream, I was being like wrongly accused of something that I didn't even know was like a thing to be accused of. It was just like this really trivial thing. And they're like, oh yeah, no, she did it. And like everyone believed them. And it was one of those things where I was like, I don't even know what to say. Like I'm not even involved in this. Like, how did you even get my name involved in this? Like, this is not even in my life. And like, it was one of those things where I'm like, I need to, stand up for myself. Like, I should fight for this and say, prove that I am innocent, and like this, you are wrongly accusing me. But in the dream, I didn't even have the chance to really say anything, to do anything. I just kind of stood there dumbfounded for like a moment and was like, oh my goodness, like these people are truly legitimately accusing me of something that they have absolutely no proof of, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do about it. But then in the dream, all of a sudden, in a moment, like the whole thing just kind of like flipped, and like the judge, I guess, that was kind of like accusing me of what all had been done, all of a sudden, kind of like called me up to the stand and was like, oh, well, we have an announcement that we want to make. And she called me over and I was like, are you sure you want to make this announcement in front of everyone? Like, I don't even know what you're accusing me of. This doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, can you talk to me about this in private first? And they're like, oh, no, like, we want this to be public. Like, this is a good thing. Like, everyone needs to know this. And I was just like, I am getting whiplash here. Like, I don't even know what's going on. And so, they kind of like stood up, and it was almost like a award ceremony all of a sudden. And I was like, okay, this makes no sense, but whatever, I guess, like, I'm just here for this. And all of a sudden they like completely dropped the fact that they had like accused me of all of whatever they were accusing me of, and were like, and now like we present to you like the assistant head coach, and like gave me the honor of being like this assistant head coach for like this new team. And I was like, okay, like one of those things where I'm like, I don't trust this at all. Like, you guys just accused me of all of this stuff, and now all of a sudden you're like honoring me and like elevating me. Like, this makes no sense. But whatever, I guess, that kind of weird dream state. And so I woke up and was just super confused. I'm like, all right, God, this is a weird dream, like this doesn't make any sense. None of this is like happening in my real life world. So like, what are you trying to tell me? What is going on? And he really just kind of reminded me of the fact that he fights for us. Like, the battle isn't ours to fight. And B, we aren't fighting against flesh and blood. Like, we're not fighting against people. We are fighting against principalities and rulers of darkness and demons that are behind the people, or that are, kind of controlling those people. But really, above all, like, God's the one that's fighting these battles for us. And then, to like take it a step further, he reminded me or I think it was kind of proving to me, like, we don't have to justify ourselves. And if we have been wrongly accused, if people are talking behind our backs, if people are, you know, slandering our name, or, you know, trying to tear us down, or really like just not acting in a very godly fashion to you in any way, shape, or form, like, that is not something that you have to, you know, stoop down to that level and like, and take it on like head first and just, you know, go into it. Like, I really feel like that's what the dream was saying, is like, you don't have to do anything. I will right this wrong for you. This is not for you to fight. Like, this isn't even a fight to be needing to be fought, but since it is happening, God's gonna fight for you, and like, he's the one that's gonna vindicate you. And like, it's not on you to make it happen. It's not on you to like prove your innocence or to prove your worth, like, in any way, like, whatever it is. Like, you don't have to prove it to any of these people or any of these situations that you might be being involved in. It's really the reminder to know that God fights those battles for us, and that he has a plan to bring it all around to work in your favor. Because that's really how the dream ended, was like, all of a sudden I had this huge promotion where it was like, I'm like this coach now, like, you know, which, you know, kind of in a symbolic setting is like that elevation and that honor to, you know, be a coach, to like lead over people. So I really feel like that's kind of what God was saying, is like, he can bring it all around to work for your good, but that's something he's gonna do. It's not something that's on you. It's not your responsibility. It's on God, and he can carry it, and he can perform for you in this area. And that he is setting the table in front of your enemies. You know, like, literally, he's setting the table for you and for anyone who wants to join. But really, he is setting it in front of the people who are jealous of you, in front of the people who are trying to tear you down, in front of the people that are talking behind your back, in front of the people who doubted you every step of the way, and setting that table in front of just anything and anyone who is not in agreement with God over your life. And that really, God's got this handled, and I really firmly believe like he's gonna work it out in your favor, and it's going to end up being something even better than you probably could have done for yourself, let alone something you would have even thought about could have come from the situation that you maybe were previously in. Because like, that's how God works. Like, he is a big God. He can work outside of everything. So this is just kind of a reminder and some encouragement to know that God fights your battles for you, and that he has not left you, and he will fight for you, and he will bring it all around, and it will work out in your favor. And you only need to be still and trust in him. God is faithful. He is faithful to do what he said he will do, and he will bring you through it. And you can trust in him, you can rest in him, and you can be still in him. So yeah, I really pray that, you know, you guys have a blessed week, and that God would continue speaking to you through these words and these dreams. And yeah, I'll see you again next time. Bye.